is not hard. Today's stuff is on law of cosines. You want to copy something down initially, this is what you want to copy. This is your law of cosines. This is where they give you two sides and the included angle. And you have to solve a triangle. Bless you. Two sides and the included angle, and you have to solve a triangle. Hopefully once you've copied the first two down, you can kind of see the pattern. So really once you memorize the top one, you kind of have all of them. And here's what I am strongly suggesting you do tomorrow when you get your quiz. I wouldn't even read the quiz. At the very top, I'd put your name, and then I'd start writing down what's the law of cosines, what's the law of sines, so you don't forget. Law of cosines, here's how you can remember kind of what it is. Pythagorean theorem, right? Minus 2 times these two sides, cosine of whatever letter we haven't used yet. Their included angle, basically. Cosine of A. So if you use A and C here, you use A and C here, and the angle is B. If you use A and B here, use A and B here, the angle is C. Everybody kind of see the pattern? Okay. They want you to notice that if angle C is 90 degrees, if angle C is 90 degrees, what is the cosine of 90? 0. It says it right there on the notes. It's 0. Poof, this goes away, and what you're left with is the Pythagorean theorem. Okay? So that's kind of what's happening there. So that'll kind of help you remember that stuff. Let's see here. Let's look at our example. This is not hard. And Carson, you've got my calculator, so I expect you to type it in because I don't have one now. Alrighty. In fact, I need to zoom out a little bit, I think. Hang on. There we go. Alright, 2 boats leave a harbor at the same time, traveling on courses that make an angle of 82 degrees, 20 minutes between them. So, here's boat number 1. Here's boat number 2. Here's the harbor. And the angle between them is 82 degrees, 20 minutes. When the slower boat has traveled 62.5 kilometers, the faster one has traveled 79.4 kilometers. At that time, what's the distance between the boats? You're given 2 sides and an included angle. Law of cosines is going to get you there quickly. Now here's what I suggest. When you look at those formulas, this guy is what we don't know, so we're going to put him on the left side of that equation. D squared equals the first side squared, so 62.5 squared, plus second side squared, so 79.4 squared, minus 2 times each of the sides, so 62.5 and 79.4, times cosine of the angle that's between the two sides, so 82 degrees, 20 minutes. And Carson, dear, you have my calculator, so I'm going to let you type all that in. And somebody else is going to type and double check. So 62.5 squared plus 79.4 squared minus 2 times 62.5 times 79.4 times cosine of 82 degrees, 20 minutes equals. Are you done?
Yeah.
Can you leave the answer like that, or do we need to do something else? Square root. Very good. Don't forget, we've got to take the square root of both sides. So, Carson, tell me what you get, dear.
Got 94.3.
Anybody else get that? Good job. 94.3 kilometers. Questions on how to use the law of cosines? Everybody okay? Let's see, what else do I want to do? I'm going to skip examples. We're going to go to this one. This one, solve triangle ABC if side A is 25.4 centimeters. You could just copy the diagram. Side B is 42.8 centimeters. And side C is 59.3 centimeters. We don't have any angles. Law of cosines, you saw kind of 3 versions of it. Does it matter which one you do? It doesn't really matter. You're given 3 sides, and you're going to eventually have to find all 3 angles, so just pick one. We'll just do the top one. A squared equals, here, I'll write it on up here, because this is our notes. B squared plus C squared minus 2 times BC cosine of A. I'm just going to fill in the blanks. A squared, so that's 25.4 squared, equals B squared, so that would be 42.8 squared, plus C squared, which is 59.3 squared, minus 2 times, both of those multiplied together, so 42.8 and 59.3 times cosine of, I don't know, A. So I'm just going to write the letter A. And now it's just a matter of, can you do 8th grade math and unravel everything? So Carson, would you do me a favor?
Do the 8th grade math.
You don't have to do all of it. Would you type in just this much right here?
Okay, that goes.
Okay, what is that part?
5,348.3.
Okay, and I realize some of you guys can do more than this at a time, but we're just going to take it in chunks because some of y'all need that. Carson, what's 25.4 squared?
645.1.
0.16. All right, Carson, now type in this part. What's negative 2 times 42.8 times 59.3?
Negative 5,076.
Something like that? Okay. Okay, guys, we want to get this A by itself. So we're going to take 645.16 and we're going to subtract this guy right here. Carson, tell me what you get. Wait, positive or negative? Should be negative, right? 645 minus 5,000 some.
Oh. Right.
So what is it?
Should be negative.
Negative 4. Say it again. 703.17. Okay. Wherever you are in your notes.
Oh, leaving building, yes.
Just kind of stop right now and put your pencils down, because I'll just tell you. Well, I haven't taught this exact same class. I did teach that college algebra prep class 2 years in a row, and the same kids made the same mistakes 2 years in a row when they did this. This isn't hard, but they got this far and then they screwed it up because they would try to add 5,000 to both sides. What should you do? How come? Because it's being multiplied. Don't get in a hurry and then go, oh, I'm going to add 5,000 to both sides. Don't do that. So we divide both sides. Carson, tell me what you get. Whoops, negative? Negative divided by negative should be a positive.
Positive.
927. Any decimals?
I said, yeah, point in front of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. 0.927. Gotcha. Which makes more sense. Now, how do you undo cosine, friends? Arc cosine. All right, Carson. Oh, one, sorry, degrees. So, and you can look kind of the picture. I kind of drew the picture a little bit to scale. That angle A is 22.1, and that looks about right. Now, I don't want to waste your time, but I am happy to teach you the rest. Once you have this angle in here, do you guys know how to find the other two? You can use law of sines. You can use law of cosines. It doesn't matter. You get to choose. Doesn't matter. It's just another sort of tool, your tool belt that you can pull out and you can use. Now, also, once you get a second angle, you can do law of cosines, law of sines, or just subtract from 180 to get the third side. It doesn't matter. Questions? Does anybody want to see me do that? I'm happy to. Everybody okay? Okay. This is kind of the same deal. Okay. Sometimes, guys, you have to read the directions. And I know Ashley had a hard time with that last night, right? If it just says find the measure of angle C, you're not solving the whole triangle. You're just finding the measure of angle C. If they ask you specifically for the angle, you should know which form to use. If they want angle C, then you're going to use the formula that starts with C squared. Does that make sense? That will save you some time. And that's really all today's about. That's it. There's nothing fancy or hard on it. All right, here's your assignment. This one is due tomorrow. E4 means every fourth problem. So that's not bad. You can do that. Nope, we have not, because we need to filter through all of you guys that you gave us, and then we're going to talk to Rejoice, their officers, and then Mithai gets input as well because they're helping us post it. So.